Hello YouTube, it's CN Maritime History here back in the video. And tonight, I thought I would talk about a ghost ship. Yes, that's right. One of the favorite topics on YouTube, ghosts. Well, at least I thought it was one of the favorite topics on YouTube. Anyway, this is a... Sorry if you can hear my jet engine in the background, also known as my computer. Um, I don't know why it does that. But anyway, let's begin the video. The Baychimo was launched in 1914 as a... Please, anyone who is German or someone who uses the German language who lives in another country, please just I'm probably gonna butcher this. Was launched as the Angerman Elfen, yard number 420 by the Lindholmen shipyard in Gothenburg, Sweden, for the Baltische Reederei GmbH of Hamburg. She was 230 feet long, powered by a triple expansion steam engine at a speed of 10 knots, or 12 miles per hour. The Angerman Elfin was used on trading routes between Hamburg and Sweden until the First World War. After World War I, she was passed the United Kingdom as part of the reparations by Germany for shipping losses, and acquired by the Hudson's Bay Company in 1921. Renamed Baychimo and based in Ardrossan, Scotland, she completed 9 successful voyages on the north coast of Canada, visiting trading posts and collecting pelts. On October 1st, 1931, at the end of a trading run loaded with cargo of fur, Baychimo became trapped in pack ice, similar to the Endurance, which was recently discovered. I think it was last week. Which that will be an upcoming video as well. The crew briefly abandoned the ship, traveling over a half-mile of ice to the town of Barrow to take shelter for 2 days, but the ship had broken free of the ice by the time the crew returned. The ship became mired again on October 8th, more thoroughly this time. On October the 15th, the Hudson's Bay Company sent aircraft to retrieve 22 of the crew. 15 crew remained behind, intending to wait out the winter if necessary, and they constructed a wooden shelter some distance away. On November the 24th, a powerful blizzard struck, and after debated, there was no sign of the Baychimo. The skipper concluded that she must have broken up and sunk in the storm. A few days later, however, an Inuit seal hunter informed them that he had seen the Baychimo about 45 miles away from their position. The 15 men proceeded to track the ship down, and deciding the ship was unlikely to survive the winter, retrieved the most valuable furs from the hold to transport by air, and the Baychimo was abandoned. The Baychimo did not sink, however, and over the next several decades there were numerous sightings of the ship. People had managed to board her several times, but each time they were either unequipped to salvage the ship or driven away by bad weather. The last recorded sighting of the Baychimo was by a group of Inuit in 1969, 38 years after she was abandoned. She was stuck fast in the pack ice of the Beaufort Sea between Port Barrow and Icy Cape in the Chukchi Sea off the northwestern Alaskan coast. Baychimo's ultimate fate is unknown, and she is presumed sunk. These are some of the sightings. A few days after Baychimo disappeared on November 24th, 1931, 45 miles south of where she was lost. Several months she was spotted again, 300 miles to the east. In March of the next year, she was seen floating peacefully in Detroit by Leslie Melvin, who was traveling to Nome with his sled dog team. She was seen by prospectors. In March 1933, she was found by a group of, I think I pronounced this right, Inuit Payet, who boarded her and were trapped aboard for 10 days by a freak storm. August 1933, the Hudson's Bay Company heard she was still afloat, but was too far at sea to salvage. July 1934, she was boarded by a group of explorers on a schooner. September 1935, she was seen off the Alaskan coast. November 1939, she was boarded by Captain Hugh Polson, wishing to salvage her, but creeping ice floes intervened and the captain had to abandon her. After 1939, she was seen floating alone without crew members numerous times and had always eluded capture. March 1962, she was seen sailing along the Beaufort Sea coast by a group of Inuit. She was found frozen in an ice pack in 1969, 38 years after she was abandoned. This is the last recorded sighting of Baychimo. However, in 2006, the Alaskan government began work on a project to solve the mystery of the ghost ship of the Arctic and locate the Baychimo, whether still afloat or on the ocean floor. She has not yet been found. And Alaska's Phantom Ship, which is an article about the vessel, was printed in the textbook Galaxies. If you ever use How to Mifflin textbooks for your school, for science class. But I thought this was an interesting story, and if you guys want to see more ghost ships on the channel, please like and subscribe, and do me a favor and comment down below, and so I know which ones you guys would like. And whichever one gets the most votes, or whichever one I hear about first, is probably one of the next videos. So, see you guys in the next one. Bye.